Hey guys, welcome back to the Fandom Minutes. I'm Mike.
And I'm Matt.
And today we're back with another episode. This time, we're here to talk about one of Matt's new toys.
Today we're going to be talking about drones and the drones fandom. And I think you guys are really going to love this one. Hey guys. We just got back inside. Hope you guys like that little drone footage we had. We've actually got some footage that I recorded myself with this drone. I was at my parents' house, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to give them a little demonstration of the drone, kind of what it could do. So here's a clip of my parents' house that I recorded earlier in the week.
So, first off, right off the bat, I'd like to just say that before coming here, I know I made some jokes about the first time you flew it, you're going to crash it.
Yes.
But I'm very impressed with how far our drones have come since the days of the little,
The little tiny ones that you still can get at Walmart.
Right. There's just so many new cool things about it, and I like the fact that you can take off with it. By itself.
Yeah, it has an auto.
And the video we just shot out there for our intro, I was super impressed because the wind was so bad out there.
It was. I think it's up to, 30 miles per hour?
Something like that. It's ridiculous. We got houses flying down the road.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw a cat flying out. I thought it was a witch, but no, it's just the wind.
But this little drone was fighting, man.
I was kind of surprised too.
I mean, as bad as that wind was blowing, he's only kind of going off just a little bit. So I was really impressed. Other than that, I really don't know anything about drones other than the Gears of War type drones.
Yeah.
But Why don't you tell me some things about some drones here?
So drones they're not actually new. They've been around for a long time. So I got some stats for you, and I'm going to go into those real quick. Just first one, and then I'll give you guys some stats on the Mavic Mini that I got. It's by DJI. So this first one I thought was interesting. So it is estimated that there will be more than 20,000 drones in the skies in the United States within the next 15 years.
Wow, that's a lot of drones.
Yeah. The U.S. military uses drones a lot. It is estimated that roughly 30% of their aircrafts are now drones.
Those are some big drones.
Yeah, they do have some big ones. The first time drones were used in combat was actually in the Iran-Iraq War, and they created the first drone, and it was in the 1980s. All the way back
that far back?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
So that kind of gives you an idea of how long it takes the military tech that we have to actually get to the public. Here's some stats about the Mavic Mini by DJI. So its takeoff weight is only 249 grams.
Like graham crackers?
So one paper clip is a gram. So it weighs about 249 paper clips.
I like that unit of measure.
Yeah. So my drone at takeoff weighs 249 paper clips. Let's see. The max ascent speed is 1.5 meters per second. And then the descent speed is 1 meter per second, which is the in cinema mode.
That's pretty decent.
Max speed near sea level with no wind in the one that I use, which is cinema, is 4 meters per second. So max speed is, and this is in cinema mode, which is like
what you fly in, right?
Which is what I fly in because it makes it look more cinematic. So this is max speed near sea level and no wind is 4 meters per second or about 12 feet per second.
Which is pretty impressive. I mean, I can't even cover 12 feet per second. So, I mean.
Yeah. And then the max speed, though, if you're in, I think it's smart mode, it's S mode, is 13 meters per second. So a lot more.
Dang.
The maximum takeoff altitude is 3,000 meters in the air.
So you're telling me, real quick, this thing can fly 39 feet per second?
Yes. All right. Maximum flight time is about 30 minutes, and this is measured while flying at 14 kilometers per hour in windless conditions. So it has a 12 megapixel camera, FOV of 83 degrees, 35 millimeter format equivalent to 24 millimeter camera. The aperture is f2.8, and the shooting range is 1 meter to infinity.
So for the unfamiliar, what is FOV exactly?
So that would be field of vision. So the field of vision is 83 degrees. So that's actually really good. That's all the way around.
Nice. It's pretty impressive.
It has a single shot, so you can do still photography, and still images can either be in 4:3, which is 4,000 pixels by 3,000 pixels, or it can be in 16.9, which is a normal like 10:80, which is 4,000 by 2,250.
Hey,
I don't know why. The resolution for the video, it can either do 2.7K, which is 2,720 by 1,530 pixels in a 25 to 30 p, or it can do what I record in, which is just, it's easier and takes up less save space. If I was doing more professional stuff, maybe I'd do 2.7K.
Right.
But just this mini drone can do 1920 by 1080 up to 60 frames per second.
Nice.
And wow, I didn't realize this. I only thought this went up to 64 gigabytes for the SD card. It can also take a 128 gigabyte card and a 256 gigabyte card.
Dang.
Now that is laptop level storage right there.
That's a lot of storage.
Yeah, I don't think anyone. So I don't think anyone really needs that unless you're out and you're going to be out for a long time and you don't have a way to get back to your computer.
Or if you're forgetful and forget to upload your stuff from or download, I guess, from the drone.
Yeah. Then that could be a reason. But I just got the 64 gigabyte one, but you want to get one that is not just your base level. You want to get more of the professional grade SD card. And this is a mini SD card because it's a mini drone, so it can't take the big one. I recommend getting a professional one. So I recommend getting the professional one. Because the professional one's nice because the bit rate at it records the video is smoother. So if you had the other one, the video might not be able to catch up the SD card when it's rendering the video. So I do recommend that. So let's get back into some little facts here.
All right. While you're reading off your facts, I myself am going to count how many of the facts I actually know.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling there's not going to be very many of them, if any.
There's some weird ones. So the second fact here, we have the police often use aerial vehicles to survey backyards for marijuana.
I knew that. I actually knew that one.
You may think that they need a warrant if they fly a drone below 400 feet, but the U.S. Supreme Court has found that it is not a violation of the constitutional rights to fly a drone at low altitude, and the ruling enables the police to use such surveillance to fight crime. So they could be back up in your yard flying around, and you wouldn't even know.
I'm just imagining people like just flying around. It's just...
I'm imagining some guy in drugs going, "Is that drone back there again? They gonna get my meth." That's what I imagine.
It's accurate for around here.
So the lightweight drones like the Blade Nano QX or the Hubsan X4 cannot remain in the air for more than 10 minutes.
Whoa!
But not all drones are mini drones. Mine is a mini drone. The DJI Phantom drone can stay in the air for about half an hour. U.S. military drones, though, however, can hover for many hours at a time.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So mine's a mini drone, and the most it can go is 30 minutes. Normal drones maybe an hour to 2, but military can go for many hours. Another one we have Endurance, yes. And unfortunately, the darker side of drones is, according to the Federal Bureau of Investigations of the FBI, attack drones have killed about 4,756 people, many of which were children.
That was a lot of deaths
by military drones. Yep. And they don't even need to man some of them. But a lot of them, the higher artillery drones do have to be manned. And the bigger the gun, the more people need to man the drone.
It's interesting.
So drones fight crime. The police use them for tracking purposes, and the aerial footage they capture serves as evidence to convict criminals. A little bit going with the other one. Drones also deliver food and medications. You may not realize how helpful drones are, but many bring food and medications to people in war-torn areas.
I saw that there was actually some drones used to airdrop, I believe, phones to people on cruise ships during the
pandemic.
Nice.
I hadn't heard that. That's really cool. Another one is Americans are the highest users of drones. Of course.
Makes sense.
Over 181,000 Americans have registered their drones with the Federal Aviation Administration of America. Stores report selling over 400,000 drones.
Dang.
There are many unregistered American drones, and failing to register an American drone can lead to a fine of $27,500.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Oof, that's rough.
Just flying your drone around, and they're like, do you have a permit for that?
Pulled over by the Sky Police.
Yeah. The police drone flies up next to your drone. Pull over! That would suck.
I need to see a skit like this.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I agree. Pizza places are even using them. Domino's are trialing drones for the delivery process. Although not life-saving, the idea is similar to that of those used in remote areas, delivering the product as quickly as possible and as hot as possible.
Now, I don't know if it ever actually happened, but I had heard that Amazon was also doing that.
Yes.
Amazon drone delivery or something.
Yes, Amazon is also focusing on that. They're still in the works, but I do believe that they did deliver some packages through drone, but it's still kind of in the work. They're trying to figure out what drones could carry what size packages and getting the tech and everything for it. But they're working on it, which would increase the speed of delivery by a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not having to wait for the driver it cuts out the middleman. And I hate to say that. I mean, obviously UPS is still going to be important. We're still going to be using it 90% of the time. But, when you get that next day shipping, that could change to like 2-hour shipping or 5-hour shipping.
Right. But if you ask me, you can't replace
people.
Good old fashioned people.
Yeah.
In some situations.
Yeah. And then there's drone racing. So This is kind of a new thing. I've got a little clip for you guys. It's actually a big thing now. It's another. Would you consider that an esport kind of?
There's a word for it. I don't remember if it's actually esport, but it does fall into a certain category. I myself have watched some drone racing, and it's really cool. Sometimes there's the gimmicky ones like pod racers or Harry Potter's Quidditch drones and things like that. Where they do little games and stuff. But the really fun part is the first person stuff.
That's definitely the stuff that I like is the first person getting to actually see the race. Like they'll do third person, but then they'll also do the first person where you can see what this guy is having to work with. Like it's crazy. It's really impressive.
Right.
But we've got a clip for you guys, so we're going to place this right here and let you guys check out this clip.
We're going to see them quite tight together, aren't we, Chad, here now with these finals?
Oh yeah, this is looking very interesting. I think we're going to be very, very close. It'll be when the pit stops start happening that they're going to start splitting up.
Let's catch the colours, Yusuf, see what we've got.
All right, on the red color is Dubai Drone Tech. And on the green is VS Mishiriakov. On the blue is Dutch Drone Race Team SQG. And finally on the white drone is Tornado X-Blades Banny UK.
And Chad, who've we got in the lead right now?
Looks like we've got Team SQG, if I read my colours correctly. And they're doing quite well.
Kind of to wrap up our video here, I've got the top 5 drones for 2020.
Cool.
So the top mini drone was the DJI Mavic Mini.
Wait a second, that sounds familiar.
That's the one I got. So that's the best mini drone for 2020. So the best but cheap drone is the Eachine E52 Max. The best overall drone is another DJI project. It's the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. That's actually what our friend Derek has. His brother has that drone there.
Nice.
And another one is the DJI Mavic Air. That was the best drone for the money.
Starting to feel like these are made by Apple.
Right? How it's on like most of the list here. And then the last one is, again, DJI Inspired 2. Best drone for professional users.
Nice. And obviously the price jumps up on these, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. So actually, I'm going to drop those in the description for you guys. So if you want to check out my drone or any of the other drones, you can feel free to buy them. And to kind of wrap up our video here, we've got a little funny segment, which is animals attacking drones. And that'll happen. I mean, I know drones get stuck in trees a lot, as well as animals will attack them.
What do you want to bet? There's a freaking cat in there. They're little dicks.
Probably. There's probably a few cats. So actually, the interesting thing I found out while doing some research is the fire department in most areas will not come help you get a drone out of the tree.
Really?
Yes. You actually have to call a tree service person to come and get your drone out of the tree.
I wonder why.
I guess. Oh, and also I saw on Google that firefighters no longer get cats out of trees either. So they will not help the poor little kitties in the trees.
Listen, you got in there, you can get out. Talking to you, all you cats.
All you cool cats and kittens out there.
Oh, dear God.
But anyways, so it's pretty cool. Sorry, I had him face palming here. You have to pay some of the services trees, like cuts them down or cuts limbs out to come and get it. And the average price is anywhere from probably, I would say, $50, $100, $125, $150 just to get it out of the tree.
You kidding me? I just yeet my cousin up there and let him get it.
Right? Yeah.
Jacob, come here. Yeet.
But yeah, so we've got that little cool animal video, and I think you guys will like that.
What is this dirty moonshine of which you speak?
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that episode of Fandom Minutes. Be sure to join us next week. We're going to have a really special video for you, and I think you guys will really enjoy it.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. It's really important to us. And don't forget to comment in the section below if there's any fandoms that you guys would like us to talk about. We would love to talk about them.
Yeah.